go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting Hari's name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Hari Bol.
All right. Hey, well, thanks for coming, everybody. Got a storm coming here. All right, let's channel a japa together here. Let's try. Well, actually, let's sing a little bit first. Don't forget to purchase your tracks.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama,
Purchase
Rama
your
Rama,
tracks
Hare
today.
Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Purchase your tracks today.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Purchase
Krishna
your
Krishna,
tracks
Hare
today.
Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
BeatsbySV.com.
Hare Krishna. And one more here. Let's try this one. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Okay, yeah, I'll be right there. I gotta take care of something here. It just came up. So let's see. I'll just put it on mute here. Just hang out for just a minute. Let me just take care of this here. Yes, look at my tidy room there for a little bit. We're back. Okay, let's see here. Where are we at here?
A veces se complica su mamá.
Okay, let's chant a little japa here. We'll put some this song here, some healing music.
Bluetooth connected.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. If anybody wants to come up here, here's the link. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari Hari Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Let me try reading a little bit. Yeah, my mind's a little agitated dealing with stuff here, Lord Caitanya, a lot of times the devotees would go through stuff, they just, false ego stuff. And he just say, I'm going to leave here and go to Lalanath and where I can just chant in peace. I can totally relate now. It's so nice to chant, but see, that's why it's important. The false ego has to die, man, It's always trying to, it's a hindrance, always trying to give us trouble to stop us from just getting absorbed in the chanting and all that misidentification, all these things, man. Anyway, I'm going to try read a little bit. Let's see what happens. If not, I'll just go off and relax for a while and start again later. Okay. Here's a pastime with Lord Caitanya. This is in the Chaitanya Bhagavat, this book. Here's a little bit, Murari was fully intoxicated with love of Krishna. Murari was fully intoxicated with love of Krishna. That's the only important thing, man. It's just the universal goal of all life for everybody is to become intoxicated with love of Krishna, man. There ain't anything else, man. That's why I love this book so much. It's just so conclusive. It just cuts right to the chase. What is life really about, man? Get intoxicated with love of Krishna. Isn't that really it, man? Anybody that does that finds that is the most important thing, in the world. That becomes your life and soul, is your love for God. For our deity form is Krishna and Lord Caitanya, all these transcendental devotees, Jesus could be. So I'm going to back up a little bit here. Oops. What happened here? So Murari, Lord Caitanya says to Murari, Murari, you are my trusted servitor. So I am telling you the truth. Those who do not respect my form and personality, they invariably perish. See, those who don't respect my form and personality. That's why, again, why the devotee, and especially the Shiksha Guru, the Guru is so important. Those who don't respect the form and personality of Krishna, one of the forms of Krishna is the Guru. And the empowered devotee, or any devotee, even if you're not a spiritual master, but if you're a devotee, that the Lord says the only real things in this world is Krishna, his name. And when Krishna's here, Krishna, his intimate devotee, realized devotee, that is real. And the devotees of the devotees. If you're a devotee, sincere devotee of the devotee, the Lord considers you real, because your love for the devotee it guarantees you the mercy of Krishna. Your love for the devotee is actually love for Krishna, because what does a real devotee give you? Actual love, the loving qualities of Krishna, the transcendental virtues of the Lord, the transcendental truth about the Lord, what he really likes, the utmost, the uttermost. Okay? So those who do not respect the personality and the form, see, the personality of Krishna is his devotees. It comes through his devotees. Yeah, Nityananda was very funny. Yeah, and he was very odd, very unusual. This is the personality of the Lord comes through his real devotees. That's how you get to know the facets of the Lord. It's like the jewels have all these facets. The one jewel, the one great jewel is the Lord. See? And all these facets of his personality come through his devotees. Okay? And if you don't give respect to a real living devotee that's here to deliver people, you will be like, what does it say? Those who do not respect my form and personality, they inevitably perish. See, of course they perish. Of course people perish. What does perishing mean? The soul is eternal. What does he mean? Well, you perish because you're going to die. You're going to go in that box, and then you're going to take another birth. You don't get free from the cycle of birth and death. That's perishing. Living forever is living forever. There's no perishing. You may die, and the body goes in the box, but the soul is awakened now, and goes is in relationship with the transcendental Lord, and has found life again, has been resurrected out of that box. Otherwise it goes back into the world, and then eventually put back in another box and perishes, because the soul does not give respect to the personality and the form of the Lord. People say, well, I do, I believe in Krishna. I believe in Prabhupada. See, well, that's not quite enough. That's why usually the transcendental form of the Lord comes at least twice. At least twice. You see, Bhakti Siddhanta came. Actually, Bhakti Vinod came. Bhakti Siddhanta came. Who recognized both of them? Many of the disciples of Bhakti Vinod may have not respected the form of Krishna in the form of Bhakti Siddhanta. Many that respected the form of Krishna in Bhakti Siddhanta, when he passed away, they weren't really understanding that form, and they gave him up. They gave up their guru like that. You never give up a transcendental personality. And that's one of the big lessons. Yeah, they gave him up and went to the Radhakund Babajis and got bewildered. Oh yeah, they're not qualified. He wasn't qualified. No, he had love of Krishna. Guaranteed. The symptoms of that were there in him. Same thing with Prabhupada. People have left Prabhupada. See, and sometimes they gave respect for a while, but they didn't understand his form. It was the form of Krishna. He didn't reveal it that much. See? So, so that's why also some people have left Prabhupada. People get misled and led away because they didn't know Prabhupada. Well, anyway, you get a second chance here. The devotees of Prabhupada, they get a chance again to see the transcendental form of Krishna. Do we not explain it as it is? Is it not more clear every day? Do you think I'm just talking out of my hat, or is this the actual truth? The transcendental form of Krishna is ecstatic devotion coming through his ecstatic devotees. And you get to see it now. Not just think, well, yeah, Prabhupada was an ecstatic devotee and he barely ever saw it. See? So that was Prabhupada. He's an ecstatic devotee. And we're here to teach, that's a quality of Krishna, is ecstatic love. When you see that ecstatic love and you give respect to it, now you're really giving respect to the real Krishna. Jarasandha didn't do that, did he? Jarasandha he gave respect to the form of Vishnu, which is a mode of goodness thing. Yeah, he gave respect to the rules, the regulations, and moral conduct, and he didn't lie. And he probably ate the right things. See? But he perished. He was even known as a demon, and he was doing all the right things according to the Vaidhi Bhaktis in ISKCON. He was following the regulative devotional service perfectly, like much better than anybody could do. But he's known still, he had the demoniac quality. What is that demoniac quality? It's being against God. It's a quality. Even though he had all these other qualities in the mode of goodness, being a saintly king. He was a saintly king, but not a real saint, not of the real standard that we teach here. See? So he perished simply because he didn't give respect to the real form of Krishna. The real form of Krishna was revealed when he came from Vrindavan to Mathura. Otherwise, people didn't know. It wasn't revealed. Then he comes to Mathura and says, oh, look at this. Krishna from Vrindavan, look how ecstatic he is. Ooh, we don't like this. Oh, he's not acting properly. He's not following the rules and regulations properly, perfectly. Or whatever it was, they criticized him. And he perished. Because people don't know the qualities of Krishna. You got to have a real devotee here teach you about them. Real Shiksha Guru teach you about them. Otherwise, nobody knows. This is confidential. The Bhagavatam qualities of Krishna are very confidential. Bhagavad Gita qualities are very confidential. Yeah, he's supremely blessed and very conclusive, very clear, very logical. And you don't give respect to the preaching of a real devotee in word and in the deed of ecstatic devotion when it's being revealed, you're going to perish. You're going to take another birth. The Lord says that right there. See? And if you say, well, that's just a devotee, that's different than Krishna. Well, the book slaps you right in the face. Chapter 1 says of Adi Lila, on the spiritual master, the Lord appears in these different forms. One is Krishna, another is a plenary portion, which is like maybe Nityananda and Vishnu and these different forms. The plenary portion, that's also considered God, Krishna. Another form, ecstatic love, you see? The energy of Krishna, see, is also Krishna. And what's the other form of Krishna? It says the form of Krishna is Guru, a real Guru. Not Guru as good as God and you're not really that kind of Guru. People got to really see that you are that form of Krishna, empowered form, servitor Krishna in this world. Such a devotee never says, I'm God. There's servitor God, servitor Krishna. The Lord empowers them. They speak the word of God, right? Haven't I not given enough classes? Haven't I not made it clear enough what that means? Vimedium means, what does Vimedium mean? Vimedium is when a real guru, a real spiritual master, a real acharya speaks through you, God is speaking through you, right? Vimedium, who's speaking? The devotee says, hey man, I'm just an instrument, I'm just a flute. So if they're really an intimate servitor of the Lord, that's its style. They're very ecstatic and very clear and conclusive. And you're very lucky if they reveal that conclusiveness and that ecstasy, because it's very rare. Most acharyas don't. They hide it. Bhaktivinoda hid it for more or less. Bhaktisiddhanta also hid it, more or less, mostly more. And Prabhupada hid it, more or less, but mostly more. But Gaur Hari Das lets it all hang out. This is good with them because I'm here to teach who real Krishna really is, what he is, what his energy really is, what his truth really is. And because if you accept that preaching, you give respect to it, and you're convinced that it's for real, you don't perish. See? How do you know? Well, hey, man, it's all deeds here, man. God does the deed, man. He makes Satchidananda Das, an ecstatic devotee, gives him his transcendental body. Satchidananda Das could not be ecstatic unless the Lord gave himself to him. No, none of us can be. Radha and Krishna have to be dancing inside our hearts, man. They have to be installed in the throne of our hearts. If not, there's not going to be any ecstasy. You're not awakened yet. There's no installation of the real deity. We do living deity installations here. None of this other stuff. Hey, Lalita Ganga, see the deed. God is saying, yeah, Gaur Hari Das obviously is authorized because I'm installed. See, I come here to, you think, you guys out there, wherever you are listening to this video, somewhere down the line, a month or 10 years or something down the line, do you think installation is going and putting a deity in the temple there that doesn't cry, that doesn't laugh, doesn't choke up, doesn't show you what it looks like to worship God, and you go there and all you have is your own offensive example, getting eye exercise, looking up and down at the flowers and giving the lamp and all that stuff. But you're not an example of worshiping the living God. See, that living God is in your heart. So we do the deity installation, proof that it's bona fide here, that it's authorized here, the deity installation. I'm not interested in building these external temples and putting external temples there. Just give me bodies here, man. And we'll take Lord Caitanya and just grab him and just stick him right on the altar of your heart. This is the Rakshasa style. You just grab and marry people. That's the way he did with Rukmini. Krishna just grabbed Rukmini, put her on a chariot, and married her like that. You just give me bodies here who are receptive, give some respect to this preaching, this ecstatic worship, man, and we'll just grab Lord Caitanya and just install that deity on your heart. Haven't we done that? Can't you see this is bona fide? Is anybody, would you rather the external, you want to spend lifetimes to go do that lifetimes trip, that these gurus tell you? You want lifetimes and you just can't wait to the next installation of the external deity out there. But in your heart, I don't even know about that one. Nobody's ever told me. My gurus never told me about how important that is. Well, I'm here to tell you how important that is, how wonderful that is, how amazing that is, and that is our mission. Hey, raise your hand if you want that deity installed in your heart, because that's what we do here. Crazy Gaur Hari does that kind of deity installation. You didn't know I was that kind of pujari, did you? I didn't even know clearly, but now I know more clearly. The Lord informs me simultaneously as you. We do it together. We get clear together here. Isn't that great? What a great thing. Thank you, Lord, man. I didn't, now I can really get it with this, man. I'm just feeling like I'm in a pujari. We're making pujaris here. This is real pujarihood. We just go out and install Lord Caitanya in the hearts of everybody. And when he's installed there, then they do the intimate worship of the Lord in ecstasy. And they're going to love it, man. People are going to love this deity installation trip that we're doing, man. They're going to love Lord Caitanya installed in their hearts. Yeah, we blow breath in there. It's kind of like a resuscitation. You know, when people die, you know, they have a heart attack or something, and they're or they you know, somehow they're you know they you know they're dying, you know, and you go up there and you give mouth to mouth resuscitation. So we blow the life into people. You know? That's why there's a lot of yelling and screaming here sometimes. You know, we just blowing that life into people. Yeah, you live again. Some people, some of the devotees are in death throes. You can see, you know, this Krishna is great, man. He just gives himself anyway, even to people that got all this stuff inside, envy, jealousies, and meanness, and all this, and this all these traumas and everything. He still gives himself, and then it just forces you to let it go, man, because it all it does is mess up your life. You know, why would you want to let go of these offenses, man? It just doesn't serve you anymore. Traumas, all that stuff, just let it go, man, for God's sake, man. You know, just go and hear and chant and remember and be respectful to the devotees here, especially. You know, everybody, you know, if any devotee is blocking you here, then you should go to those devotees and realize if you can't and your heart is so full of anger and all that, well, you got to get that worked out. You got to expunge that. You know, you got to really want that to go. You can't keep feeding that wolf. It's like feeding you just keep feeding that weed, man, more, and it just gets stronger and stronger. All of a sudden you're so identified. You know, why am I unhappy? Why am I unhappy? And everything is exploding around you because of that weed. See, you got to identify these things and let it go. Name it. Okay, envy. Oh, let it go, man. Or pray to release it. Pray that the Lord releases you from that. And then apologize to all the devotees who have blocked you. That's a good sign that there's some offense there when devotees start blocking you because of your energy. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. And if you won't do that, well, what can be done, you know? That means you're maintaining the false ego. See, false ego, that's not you. Devotees, when we're purified, you know, and naturally respectful to others. You know, when I'm preaching, you got to make an example of people, and it's just part of it. You know, make an example. This is transcendental. This is not quite transcendental yet. You know, we use Jarasandha. You know, we use people, living devotee. You know, examples. It's part of our identifying the highest truth from the illusion. Otherwise, we're lost. If we can't see the relationship between illusion and the truth, you know, you gotta have to be clear about that. Otherwise, we just follow the illusion. We believe in the illusion. That's the weeds. Yeah. Hare Krishna. It's a great. I love that statement of Lord. See, these statements are very profound by the Lord. That's why I can't let them go, man. I find them very inspiring. Talk about it. You take me to the spiritual dimensions every freaking day. It's so good. That's what it's about, isn't that, Shama Sundari? We want to go to the spiritual dimensions every day. I want to go every day, man. I always want my trip to Vrindavan. If I don't get at least one trip, got to have at least one, but preferably 2 and 3 and 4 trips to Vrindavan. I mean, real deep ones, you know. So, Murari, you are my trusted servitor, so I am telling you the truth. Those who do not respect my form and personality, they inevitably perish. See? So the devotees, because they're trusted servitor, the Lord reveals to them. See, these qualities, these things that the Lord likes, his personality. See? And he wants people to become aware, to give respect to his transcendental form when it's here. See, you think that's why you see it's such a big thing to get over. It starts big time purification. So that's why, Prabhupada hid that form, hid that ecstasy. And just wrote these kind of things in the book and just preached rules, regulations, build temples, work for Krishna, distribute books. But the deep philosophy, the deep truths, see, he left for us, he left for me to start this. See, this fool, Gaur Haridas, is proof that the kind of things that you're getting here are not gotten by just studies, material studies of the Vedas. Studying 2 hours a day and memorizing verses and fastings and following the rules and the regulations. That I never did any of that like that. See? This is either you get this in this life, which is the most practical, is you get it from a bona fide guru, this grace that the Lord gives his transcendental body to you is installed in your heart. See, this is what we do. But this is how you do it. You see, I'm telling you confidential things that Murari was told by Lord Caitanya, but even in this book, it's still in codes. Who's going to tell people? My trust, those who do not respect my form and personality, they invariably perish. Who has ever explained this to people? I don't know people. Prabhupada wasn't going into the details like this. Not so much. They were doing another level of devotional service. We go into these details. What did Lord Caitanya really mean? Those who see, this is what this preaching is. You see this sentence, I could spend a whole day, a year on this one sentence, get it really clear. You know how many people will be delivered if you understand this one sentence? But usually this is only because Murari is a confidential servitor of Lord Caitanya, was God. He was like Arjuna. See, and Krishna gave him confidential teachings. And you are also, because you're a servant of a servant, you're getting to know these things that they're not taught by Acharya Dev. He doesn't know these things. None of these gurus know these things. Prove it. I prove it, man. You guys, bring your greatest scholars here, and we'll run circles around them, because this is empowered preaching by the Lord, and it's proven. It awakens love of Krishna, which I haven't even seen one of these gurus do. They can't even squirt out any tears, but they say they're holding them back. I highly doubt it. So I read it again. If everybody understands this, and I'm not only preaching here, I'm preaching using, just like Krishna, he aimed his arrow at Arjuna and hit the whole world. I'm aiming my arrow at this Sadhu Sangha program and hitting the whole world, because this is a major obstacle to get over, a major point to be identified, so that people won't perish. Because if you understand this, you understand what this great saintly king Jarasandha didn't understand. And you get a chance to understand it now, because he perished. He was torn in half by Bhima. Oh, maybe he got liberation, but what is that? See? Those who do not respect my form and personality. My form is the devotee, is the bona fide acharya, man. You don't respect them? If you say, I respect Prabhupada, and another acharya comes, and I think you guys know where another acharya is right now here. Acharya means the person who preaches the cult of devotion. That was Acharya, was known as Acharya. He preached the cult of devotion. He transmitted the cult of devotion. He installed the transcendental deity. He was authorized by Lord Caitanya to install the deities in the hearts of people, whoever gave respect to his form as him, and gave respect to his form as Advaita Acharya's personality, his ecstatic ideas and understandings, conclusive understanding. Same thing with Nityananda's given the order. You go and install the deity, give it to anybody, install it even in the milechas, the beef eaters, even, but not the fault finders, not to those who won't give respect to the form. You see, we got meat eaters here who give respect to this preaching, right, Fanny? She eats beef. She follows the essential principle here. She gives respect to the form of the Lord in the form of an acharya or spiritual master or prophet, whatever you want to call the principle going on here. And what is the result? She doesn't perish, right? She got life. She was preaching. Man, I got life every day. Oh, I feel a love of Krishna. Oh, Krishna's my all in all. She has love for Guru, Sadhus, and the Shastras. See how important that is? See how easy it can go back to Godhead? Fanny ain't anything special except her special attitude, right? See, she just from her heart, This is the good news is for her. Jesus came to give news and he came to free the captives. Who are the captives in religion? They don't understand this point. If they listen and then they give respect to this preaching, this word coming from this mouth and the mouth of my students and friends, and the ecstasy they emanate, you won't perish. You go back to Godhead. Very easy. Oh, Krishna will install himself in you. You will get this. I was told by Krishna. Well, my disciple was, I consider the same. That people come here and give respect to this preaching, and you come here for I don't want any blind believers. Don't give me blind believer bullshit. No. You come here, you analyze, man. You clarify, you get clear. You see the power here or not. See? And then from your heart, if you give respect here to this ecstatic worship, which is very wonderful, more than wonderful, the most wonderful thing in this universe, actually, is ecstatic worship of Krishna. I ain't afraid. I ain't ashamed to belt it out. I ain't ashamed to glorify it with word, with emphasis, with roaring it out even. Ecstatic worship is the most glorious potency in this world, in this universe. And if you don't have it, you don't have nada, nothing important. And we got it, by gollies. So come get it. Food is on the table, man. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. You ding-a-lings. I know the false ego doesn't like to be called a ding-a-ling. But I'm a ding-a-ling too. See, I'm ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. But isn't it true, man? Ecstatic love is the most glorious thing in the world, man. We should shout that, belt it out, roar like lions about it, man. And make sure ISKCON hears ecstatic worship trumps Varnashram Dharma. It's hundreds of times better, and it's available. It is stocked on our shelves, and we're selling it for free to everybody. All you have to do is give some respect to what's real, and this is really real, man. They're really true. You won't perish, man. You will have fruit that doesn't perish, that lasts forever. You will chant in ecstasy, and that ecstasy will go on and on and on and on forever. God, I thought I was going to. This is surprising. Krishna surprises me a lot. I don't know, these verses, they can change your mood. So inevitably perish. And that's that simple, man. Another religion, it's good for some, I think. Well, see, this is beyond religion. This is just straight out truth. If a Muslim comes here and a Vaishnava comes here, a Christian comes here, a worldly person comes here, this is more than good for every one of them. This is more than applicable to every one of them universally. This is called universal truth of how to be delivered out of this illusion. Everybody can be able to understand this if you listen clearly and you really you see the value of intimate relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See? Murari, you are my trusted servitor. Yeah, you want to be a trusted servitor? Well, you got to go to a trusted servitor and learn what it's about to be a trusted servitor. It's a cult of those that need that. It's a cult of those who need that. I don't quite understand what you're talking about there. Can you be a little more clear, Nimai? I don't know the context that you're talking. Yeah, you got, when you're chatting, you got to understand, I need the full picture here because I don't know exactly what you're thinking. You got to spell it out real clearly. So try again. Ooh, okay. Those who do not respect my form and personality, they inevitably perish. Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lord Ananta, and all the demigods serve the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord as their very dearest object. See, these kind of demigods, they serve the transcendental form of the Lord. Okay? But the demigods, where are they? And are they teaching you these things? A lot of them are kind of like Prabhupada. People, they don't reveal these things. They worship the Supreme Lord, just like Prabhupada. He ecstatically worshiped Krishna. So did Bhakti Siddhanta and Bhakti Vinod in our line, right? They ecstatic, but they did it more privately. You don't know. They didn't teach the details of this kind of worship and its glories and how to get there. Simply by just giving respect to now we're revealing ecstatic worship. It's not a no-show here. We're putting on the show. This is on the stage of the world. And those if you come to respect this ecstatic worship and believe in it. I'm here every day to prove how wonderful this ecstatic worship is, because it gives me command over these scriptures. It gives me understanding of these scriptures. And I prove it every day. And I share these realizations with people. And so if you come here, you could see, well, why am I able to preach like this? Why am I able to understand the heart of what Lord Caitanya says? Yeah, well, it's because of this ecstatic worship. And if you don't have it, you're a speculator. You're not a real deliverer of the universe. You cannot deliver your disciples yet. You can't help them very well. You can make them a Brahmin. You can give them rules and regulations to follow. And if you follow them yourself and are not really a hypocrite, well, you could do that. See, I like the easy way. I'm here to teach the easy way. The easy way, what is this? Give respect to ecstatic devotees and ecstatic devotion. Give respect to their conclusions that come from ecstatic worship. And not blindly. You come and you follow the process by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam and by service to the pure devotee. And that means the same thing. The class comes from a pure devotee and you serve the pure devotee. See? If you really want to know, if you really want ecstatic devotion to awaken, and hear the service, just come and listen. We lowered the price. You don't have to do a lot of work and distribute books for 20 years, and build temples and all that stuff. You just come here and listen. Listen up. And if you can get to do something else, great. Maybe you might need something else to keep your mind busy, especially if you're on welfare or something out there. A lot of people just can't hear all day long. They got to do something. Yeah, so regular classes, Srimad Bhagavatam, service of pure devotee, you serve with the ears. Here, get them cleaned. Here we clean the ears. See, and all that's troublesome to the heart, starts to come out of your heart. See, so it's coming out of your heart, but some devotees here, they grab it still. That's the tough point. It's like pulling a tooth that's really deeply lodged. They really hold on to it. I don't know, it's just their deal, it's just their challenge. So they hold on. They don't want it to come out, man. They want to, I don't know if I want to let that one go. I don't know. I envy. Maybe I want to keep that around, Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want that to go out of my heart, man. Oh, maybe I just want to be, all these qualities are humans, selfishness and all that stuff. Well, it's up to you how long you want to. That's the false ID, false ego. See, it's not a real ego state, true ego state. The true ego, the true identity is serving the Lord and the devotees happily in ecstasy forever. This, all that mind that we pick up from trauma, being traumatized by the world, inheriting the curse, basically, the curse of conditioned life. Just let it go, man. If you have problems, troubles, and all that, just keep paying obeisances to the devotees. Beg for the mercy. Serve the devotees. Serve the holy name. Chant, hear, and by you get them. So what do we got here? Amy, replying to Nimai, organized religion can further confuse a seeker. A true seeker of God is. This is what we are able to attain, a much clearer understanding of here in the Sangha, listening to this preaching. It works. Yeah, there's always confusions in organized religion. It takes the spirit out of the devotion. Bhakti, is funny. Bhakti Siddhanta starts a big organization, right? And yet he writes this article, you can all find it there, about organized religion. And he says organized religion there's a lot of demoniac stuff in it. As soon as the spirit is detected, it wants to be dashed to the ground. See, Kamsa, as soon as the spirit was detected, he wanted to dash it to the ground. He wanted to kill it. What do you think these gurus did this to me, man? They wanted to stomp this out. They wanted to confuse me. That's what they do. They're confused and they project their confusion. I had to just get very clear about the glories of ecstatic love. That's why I preach so emphatically now. I got clear, man. Narayan Raj even said, that's not real what you do. And I believed him and I lost everything. I lost faith in this, just like people sometimes do too. They lose faith in this preaching, faith in this ecstasy, and they go and they become great teachers of Vaidhi Bhaktas like Meena or Mahavirya or others. And then they go and say, Mahavirya was saying, oh, there's no real bhakti in this world anymore. Oh, boy, he didn't see what's plainly obvious. See? So I'm clear about it. I'm committed to this. And that's why you see you guys that are witnesses, the Lord has installed himself in you, and you're saying you're witness. This is very good. Oh, I love this way of worship, man. This is fantastic. This is the best thing of my life. See, we're all witnesses. That's all we do, a witness program for the truth about God, the truth about Krishna, the truth about who he is, what he is, and the path to attain him. which starts with the real devotees ultimately. They're real, man. Why? Because they got real devotion, real ecstatic love that makes them real in the eyes of the Lord. Otherwise, you're identifying what's unreal. Unreal is illusion. Unreal is temporary. Unreal is the material bodies, and that's not really real because it's not you. We're spirit soul related to the transcendental Lord, meant to have an intimate, ecstatic relationship forever. That's our preaching here. Anybody interested? Raise your hand. Come here, and then we'll put the Bible there and the Vedas. We'll put Bhagavatam there. You put your hand on the Bible, and I'll go hard. We'll swear you in. Will you commit yourself to hear the truth and speak the truth? So help you, Krishna. Yeah. Something like that. The Lord comes to the humble hearts. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Lord comes to the humble hearts. You know how he does that? He gives you a real guru, man. Usually, that's not quite enough. Maybe from your other life or something, the Lord will appear. But a lot of times, if he sees that you have a humble heart and you really want closeness, he'll send you association. He'll send you to the real church where you have this intimate worship. A lot of people don't know what it is, a humble heart. Yeah. For example, you could take one of these gurus. A lot of us know, oh, he's very humble. This guru, I won't mention any names, but you know who I'm talking about. Oh, this guru is very humble. You know what the Lord thinks? Oh, yeah, we'll test your humility. Do you like my ecstatic devotees? No? Oh, I don't consider that really humble. You know who was like that? Devananda Pandit. Okay? Devananda Pandit, everybody thought he was humble, and he was, according to the mode of goodness. It's a bit feigned because it's not real. Nothing in the mode of goodness is really real. So even your humility is not really real. It's not really real. And it's tested when you get the association of a transcendental personality. Well, he did with Srivas. Srivas came to his Bhagavatam class and became ecstatic when he heard, Bhagavatam preached in the names of Krishna. Even though it was preached by a non-devotee, but because he's an ecstatic devotee, he just hearing the name Krishna, he became ecstatic. And Devananda Pandit said, or by his actions, the students said, oh, this guy is disturbing the class with his ecstasy. Oh, and they threw him out. They grabbed him and dragged him out of they're not just escorted him, dragged him out of the class. Just dragged this guy. They hated that. They hated him. See, that's the kind of disciples Devananda Pandit had, really neophytes. As a matter of fact, it says in the Chaitanya Bhagavat that he had problems because of having too many neophyte disciples. So what the moral of the story is, he didn't understand the glories of an ecstatic devotee being in the midst and showing him this intimate relationship with the Lord, and didn't give respect to it, and they dragged him out. So Lord Caitanya chastised him. Because of that chastisement, see, chastising is not bad, but it's done by a transcendental personality. But if you think it's bad, then it's a problem, But anyway, he was chastised, and it ended well because he realized his fault and took shelter of a devotee. See, a transcendentally empowered devotee of Lord Caitanya, and Lord Caitanya called him one day and said, because of your service to Vakreshwar Pandit, my intimate servitor, because of your sincere service, I exonerate you of all your offenses. Okay? That's why I tell you envious people in our Sangha that have envy and maintain envy, you serve the devotees. You serve the ecstatic devotees, and all your offenses will go. Fill your mouth with their glories. There is no other process to get that skin off. It's a skin, man. So follow the process Lord Caitanya taught. This is a revelation right now. A really condensed, clarified revelation for those who maintain envy. You want to get somehow or other you have to come to the point where whatever it takes is you got to follow the path of Devananda Pandit so that Krishna will take your offenses so you can chant in ecstasy. You got to go and you got to serve those ecstatic devotees, especially the ones you've offended. You got the opportunity here. Yeah, give them, show, and then that skin will go. Do you really want envy to go? Or do you want it to continue to mess up your relationships with real devotees? Or are you ready? Well, this is the path. Just go to all these devotees here, whoever you are, and don't think I'm singling you out. This applies to us all. You want to advance, this is what you do. You go to the ecstatic devotees in this Sangha, whoever has blocked you or you're offended, and you just really deeply, sincerely apologize and ask for their mercy to get over this skin, get over these things. Okay? And you'll get over it. Krishna will. Because of that kind of attitude, you'll be like Devananda Pandit, and you'll get over it. This is better than 1,000 years of counselings and everything. Just follow this path if you can do it. Yeah. And if you can't, Krishna will provide some secondary way, maybe going to the 12-step programs or some kind of counseling or something. Maybe that'll help. But this is ideal. This will really do it fast. See, it's all following in the footsteps of Lord Caitanya's teachings. He's the spiritual master of the universe. Freddie, when Lord Nishingadev roared, the demigods were in fear, except little Prahlad. Oh. I know already. I will watch 3 times. What, watch this class again? No, indeed, the hearts need to be purified by listening to the word that cleanses you spoken by Guru. Yeah. River Yamuna was purified, ecstatic, and now she must have a lifetime to glorify and get more of the same. But those who point to the truth are envious, right? But those who point to the truth are envious. Well, people, see, people got Bhakti Lata Beach here. See, this is devotee. The Lord, because of the mercy, if he sees your faith in Guru and faith in Krishna, he may give you Bhakti Lata Beach when we can see. So persons like her, and others get Bhakti Lata Beach. But as you see in the teaching in Chaitanya Charitamrita, in that Bhakti Lata Beach, there can be weeds, and some of them they want to go in there and the weeds, and they break the Bhakti Lata Beach creeper, and then all of a sudden you wonder, why can't I chant? Why don't I feel inspired? Well, it's called these weeds, these offenses. The envies and jealousies and all of this, and bad behavior towards devotees. Saying bad things and all this stuff. These are weeds. And if you find, and everybody can ask themselves, am I inspired chanting? Because if these weeds are being cut down nicely by the chanting, and you're not too much of anything, you should feel progress. You should feel that you become more ecstatic every day. or or maybe have some clouds for a couple of days or whatever. You feel progress. But if you get stuck, man, you wonder what's going on. Well, it's usually these weeds are overwhelming the bhakti creeper. You got to do something about it. Man. You got to listen. You got to come here. See, for those persons that have that and are having problems and are unhappy, even though they got this gift of devotional service, well, you got this teaching here. You follow it. Maybe you're envious of them who don't purchase your brand of bhakti. Just relax, let them go nicely. Maybe I'm envious of them who don't purchase don't purchase your brand of bhakti. That's an interesting statement. Let's see. So maybe you're envious of them who don't purchase your brand of bhakti. My brand of bhakti. Is there other types of bhakti? To me, bhakti is bhakti. I mean, devotion is devotion. I mean, there's variegatedness to devotion. Okay? But this, a statement is, you seem to know all about devotion. Are you an ecstatic devotee? Do you relish intimate chanting with the Maha Mantra and all this? Can you say that you know better here? That my brand of bhakti is different. Bhakti is bhakti. I mean, the essence is the same. That's why Jesus, I know, has bhakti. He had the qualifications and the symptoms of a person that has some kind of bhakti. But if a person they're not awakened, well, that I can see by symptoms. But if you think that those persons I may be preaching about, that they have a brand of bhakti, well, I say you're not clear, man. See, in other words, in my opinion of what I see, what I've realized, what I see in the books, what I understand in my own experience, you don't know clearly what is bhakti. Otherwise, you would know this is real bhakti here. This is real, the real form and personality and qualities and behavior and of the Supreme Lord's devotees. Okay? And if a person doesn't have some of these qualities, transcendental qualities that are here, then they're not awakened yet. But I don't think you can see that. It shows by how you present yourself. See, and you getting offended. See, you're obviously offended when you say, well, have a good day, bye now. So anyway, that's your purification, obviously. But that's a good point. My brand of bhakti. Okay, well, hey, man, I want to see some brand. Bhakti is a brand. Bhakti is pure. Bhakti is holy. I want to see some holy bhakti and not material motivated religion. I've ascertained these things. I don't think you're so clear by how you present yourself. Sounds like you have faith in these gurus or something. If a guru has the symptoms of real bhakti, I'll give respect to that form because it's Krishna's form. If they're just in the mode of goodness, I got to point it out, so people stop thinking that's going to deliver them. Yes, it's a form of the Lord, but it's not transcendental. Mode of goodness, mode of goodness. This is good. Pure goodness is where it's at, man. Ecstatic love and devotion. This is so ridiculous. That what I hear so many times as well, spoken by Vaidis when they tell the truth. They call me envious and so ridiculous. They don't want the mirror. Yeah, exactly. Well, they have they don't want the mirror. They have the mirror, and that's why they project they're not awakened. Yeah, they're like projecting their own consciousness on the mirror. What are you going to do? Yeah. Oh. Proof is in the pudding. They have no transcendental ears, no eyes, no, they don't see what. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is for, see, that's why you see Krishna, because the devotee, if you're empowered by Krishna, you're going to be uncommon. You're going to be uncommon in your speech. You're not going to be like it won't be just an ordinary talk. It'll be deep and confidential, but you got to be purified and to hear it. You got to basically give respect. Ultimately, you have to give respect to the preaching and the ecstatic devotees. And then you can be like Arjuna, because, and that verse, because Arjuna, you're never envious of me and you're my friend. See, I will tell you confidential things. So I've told many people here confidential things, but a lot of times you're my disciples, sincerely from your heart, and you're my friends. You feel that. But those who aren't, they're not there yet. They respond like that. So that's their purification. This is stuff coming out of them. Now, if he maintains that, then, there's going to be problems. If this is a point of where he starts to realize this is a covering and all this, lets it go, and then he'll see the truth of these words, the truth of this ecstatic worship, truth of these conclusions, calling these shots the way I've called them. See, but it's confidential. You got to be a real disciple and a friend of a real devotee. Otherwise, this stuff, and this is part of the journey, we'll see, this tests the metal. We see what this metal is made of. Are you really sincere? Okay, can you see this is a covering? Can you see it's pointed out? Can you see by your behavior? You're trying to teach the teacher. You see? Do you see? So you have to come and see these things. Otherwise, you believe in those things. You believe in that. Those things are anartas. Those, you have to see that as, you got, oh, wow, this is an obstacle for me. Let me let it go. That goes for everybody here. You have to see that these are obstacles because, I'm happy. The only time I get unhappy is associating with people that are maintaining these anartas, maintaining envies and jealousies, and I don't want to be around that. I mean, it makes me unhappy and makes it hard for me to chant. That's why even Lord Caitanya said, I don't want to be around people whose minds are too disturbed. I'm going to go to Alalanath and chant in peace. Yeah. So I'm at that stage. I want to just be chanting in happiness now. And if your mind is unsettled and everything, well, you're going to have to get counseling. You're going to have to do what you got to do. But I'm not going to sit there and just feed that wolf that's eating everything up. You just have to identify. Oh, wow, this is a problem, man. Oh God, that's why it's causing me a problem. Like that Nimai, he's got to identify. You got a problem there. It's causing that. But this is part of the journey. I mean, hey. This might be, if you get clear about this, you're going to go one stage deeper in this, one stage deeper in faith in Guru, Sadhus, and Shastras, and you'll understand all these intimate, amazing things that we're understanding. See, Lalit, you got to, Nimai and everybody else who's like that, you got to learn from the example of devotees like Lalita Ganga and others, and Govinda. That's why they understand. They give respect to the form of Krishna. They see their guru. This is the form of Krishna. My guru is a medium for these transcendental truths. I could see, I checked them in the scripture. He's not lying to me. He's not cheating me. He's not bullshitting me. His words come true. See, you got to have a guru like that brand of bhakti. And if you're not like that, you're no real guru. They're no real gurus if they're not like that. They're no medium. They're no representative of Krishna Vrindavan. They're representing some other thing, some other level, some other Vishnu, even though they say, oh yeah, I worship Krishna and Radha and Lord Caitanya, but they don't have the qualities that those who worship intimately Krishna and Lord Caitanya have. Yeah, those devotees who have those qualities are ecstatic devotees, even though Prabhupada didn't reveal it so much, or Bhakti Sai, or any of them. They're real intimate servitors of Lord Caitanya. And people are very lucky now because I got the word to do what Nityananda and Advaita did. Show devotional service. Show ecstatic worship. Show its glories, man. And pronounce its glories with the word. Every day is school day, still learning. That's right. Every day is school day. Isn't it great? We're all always learning something. By the way, I just shouted for the happiness of Fanny. She seems to like this shouting, so I just want to satisfy her. Also, I kind of get off on it. It feels somehow good to express. Replying to Nimai, it's amazing how different people have a different interpretation of Nimai's quote. Yeah. What is yours? So my belief is that he is saying that you are envious of the people that don't accept your kind of bhakti. Just let them go nicely. That's what I heard he said. Just let them go nicely. I guess that's your opinion too. Yeah, that's what it is. Madhusudana, there's part of you that has that opinion also. Yeah, why don't you just let him go? Yeah, why don't you just let him go? I don't want to let him go. You let him go, for God's sake, Madhusudana and Nimai. You guys, can care less about. I care about them. I ain't letting them go. I'm going to grab everybody and force them to drink bhakti if I can do it. And this is how the Lord is inspiring me. I ain't going to let him go. I know people don't want me to talk about ISKCON and just let him go. Let him be Vaidhi Bhaktas and die and be perished and all that. Don't try to help them. Just let them go and die and perish. That's what you would like me to do, Madhusudana, because you have a different opinion than me. And like Nimai, right? Gore is he's a mean machine. Mean guy. that he is saying that you are envious. You are all envious of the people that don't accept your kind. Yeah, so that's an illusion. That ain't true. If we were envious, we would have problems. We would have problems with our bhakti. Just like people that, the Lord's very kind. He's giving this some ecstasy to people that still have those qualities inside, and that's their biggest problems. See, but if it's being rooted out nicely, you'll become more steady and you won't be complaining. Oh, I'm really unhappy. Oh, it's all your faults and everybody's faults. And I'm just Mr. Good, Mr. Goody, Mr. Goodies or Mrs. Goodies. It's all their fault for me. And it's your fault for doing that. Yeah. If I start doing that, maybe there's some problem with envy there. If I blame you and blame other people, that I'm miserable, there's probably some envy and jealousies I'm dealing with. So I don't know, what do you guys see? Doesn't mean I'm going to believe what you see, because I look for symptoms. What do you think, Madhusudan? Do you think Gaur Hari Das is envious because do you see me as I'm just really envious of Acharya Devs? I mean, I don't know what I have to be envious. I have everything, man. I have this great gift of Lord Caitanya. What do I have to be envious of? That's why I tell you, the devotees here, what do you have to be envious of? If you have Lord Caitanya installed in your heart and you can laugh and cry when you chant the holy names and pastimes of the Lord, you got everything. What do you got to, let that envy go. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, what do we got here? Eric, I think you kind of mean, not really mean, but I find it to be truthful. I think Nimai, the focus of this, not Madhu, I don't know, man. I think he kind of agrees with, Nimai. I have that feeling. I'm not 100% sure, but I kind of think so. To some extent, there's some agreement. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Yeah, I hear that from many devotees. Leave the Vaidis at peace. Yeah, well, the Lord didn't leave the Vaidis at peace. He came to help the Vaidis, even though they rebelled and all that stuff. He helped them. He had his kirtan still. Yeah, he closed the doors. He pissed them off. But he made sure they heard that kirtan. They saw. They could hear. Through the walls. And he came to help many people. He preached to Vaidis. He preached to Mayavadis. He didn't let them just go. I mean, I just follow my nature. I can't help it that some of you devotees don't have compassion to this extent, and that you believe your lack of compassion is better than this. Better than reaching out in this way. I can understand you don't understand my preaching. The verses tell that. Chapter 23 on life's ultimate goal, love of Krishna, devotional mellows. That's all here. It says in the verses, the devotees who chant the holy name and they laugh and they cry and they choke up and all those things you see here. Not even the greatest scholars like Nimai Achinta Das can understand what their mind is and their goals and their plans and what they do and why they do it. You just got to, ultimately let the verse help you stick around and get purified and realize, that, hey man, you don't have that kind of bhakti yet. Some of you do think you have that kind of bhakti, but how you present yourself shows that you don't have this kind of bhakti yet. You're not clear enough yet. That's why I'm here. clarity. See, again, what is preaching, man? Preaching is called the highest truth distinguished from illusion. Those who want to be free can become disciples here. Don't come here and think you're just going to go and be friends and just get the energy only. And because what's going to happen is you'll become like these devotees. The stuff will come up, and then you'll be chased out of here by Krishna. Whoever comes here, just see, oh, wow, is there real shelter here? Let me check it out. Is there a real guru here who can lead me? I need leadership, man. Is the strength of God being preached here and being shared here? Yeah, can this person install Radha and Krishna, Lord Caitanya in my heart? Are they authorized? Are they a real pujari with a real mission like that? Oh, I didn't even know that. Yeah, you come here, you'll learn what you don't even know. You'll understand what you didn't even dream of. You'll understand questions to ask that you never even had in your mind, that you didn't even know were important. That's the kind of stuff you get here. It's pristine. It's amazing. Amazing grace place here. But ultimately, you need to be just like in Bhagavad Gita says, Arjuna, because you're my devotee, you're my disciple and my friend. There's people that are like that here. They're doing well. If you're not quite like that there, you want to teach Gaur Hari Das, you want to be the teacher of the teacher, that kind of stuff. That's all impurities and all that. You can't, unless you're a disciple and a friend, it doesn't come off well trying to teach the teacher. My students can teach me. Many of them that have ecstatic devotion, I can learn from them. They can teach me. They can even chastise me. Yeah, that's true. That's the level here. Even Prabhupada preached about that. He said, only a real disciple has the authority to chastise their guru. But you better be a real disciple, man. Otherwise it doesn't come off well. A lot of people want to usurp these confidential truths. You see, they can't do it. That Nimai and everybody else here, you can't just get this. You got to get purified. You got to become a real disciple and friend of a real guru, not holding on to these opinions. I don't know, man. I think Gaur Hari is envious. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the problem, man. That's why even Vaishnavas, they may come here for years and still don't understand clearly what I'm saying. They might still think I'm envious of these devotees, envious of them, these non-devotees. To me, they're non-devotees right now. Until you get real devotion and are awakened, you're still more or less a non-devotee. Anybody, any of these non-devotees, I don't care who you are, guru or a follower, anybody, you want Radha and Krishna and Lord Caitanya installed in your heart, and the symptoms of that, where you can chant the holy name with great ecstatic love, which will make you more happy than all the gold in the world, all the jewels in the world, all the control and power in the world. Yeah, if you're interested in that, come here, check it out. Yeah, see the shouting, that brings it out. And that's good. I mean, if you're still here, Nimai, and even if you're not, everybody else listen. You see this shouting does? It brings out to the surface what was in there. That was in Nimai. Okay? That was in probably Madhusudan also. And the shouting brings it out. It was in what's his name here? Karuna, who's here. It came out of him too. I could see he's also like wondering, why don't you just leave them alone? Let them go to hell, let them perish. That's how much compassion you guys are friggin' neophytes. You just got to admit that, man. You're stupid fools, and you have not got the mercy of the Lord enough yet. And if you're good with that, hey, man, you're going to shine here. You're going to get purified. Eric Woody, I am an outsider to you. Okay, let's see. Let's check I like to check things out. I like to communicate with people, So let's go into the consciousness and the mind of Eric Woody, because he is kind of a new person. He looks like an honest person. He wants to share his truth. Okay, let's see. Let's see how we relate together. I'm going to go back a little bit. I'm fool number 2, Karuna says. Okay. All right. So Eric Woody says, I'm an outsider to you. So you want to explain what you mean by that? Are you saying like sarcastic, like I'm an outsider to you, and like you're actually maybe inside? I mean, and I just don't recognize it, or I'm you just kind of explain yourself a little bit more. Let me get a feeling for what you're saying, in your mood, in your mind, in your idea. The problem is that these non-believers think that they have just been fooled or are gullible and falsely falling for some kind of hoax by you. They are not realizing that we have bared witness to the authenticity of this preaching. We have seen the power of this with our own. Yeah, it's hard to believe. I can understand. It's hard for people and Vaishnavas and whoever you are, if you're on the outside, to believe what's going on here is really, really true. This is the ultimate happiness and satisfaction of God, which you see here in this worship. This ecstasy is God's energy, his confidential truth. Yeah, I can get it. If you're on the outside, and the outside is just simply because you haven't been purified. What can I do? I got to preach like this. I have students here. You just happen to come along. You'll probably misunderstand so many things, but should I stop preaching? I'm not going to stop preaching. People will get offended, but the people get purified. Lord Caitanya also, he preached this ecstatic devotion, showed it. Nityananda showed, people misunderstood. What are you going to do? Most people are outsiders. The insiders loved it. And you stick around long enough, you'll become an insider, and you'll love these antics that we do, these activities we do, these truths we share. And there, like Amy says, she's a witness because she's come here for a year or two, and she just is getting purified and clarified and can appreciate this fine wine, intoxicating wine we drink here every day, which has nothing to do with the wine of this world, transcendental. We know what's in the ticket, and they stick around, they listen with big ears, then they too will see this. Yeah, if you don't stick around, you don't listen, because this path is won by hearing. This path you get to become an insider by hearing regularly. Otherwise, hey, it's just the fact, man, you're an outsider. You'll feel it. You'll just, but you may not understand it. That's part of it. You got to pay your dues, man. Pay your dues as you come regularly, everything. I remember when Janaki first came. She also felt like an outsider. And I said, yeah, just stick around, hang out, be with the devotees, make friends with the devotees, chant, hear the classes. And all of a sudden, she's an insider, man. Just naturally. Everybody can do that. Are you interested there at this point, Eric Woody, to see if it's worthwhile to be an insider? To see if the truth is really, really here or not? To see if what I'm preaching is really, really real, and is devotion real? Is it worth learning about? Do you have enough propulsion to do that yet? So Eric says, and I really like it. Good. You make me happier than my guru does. Oh, oh, don't. If you want to last here, maybe, break it easy to your guru that you're coming here. There's a story about that. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, when the Mayavadi sannyasis were converted, see, they finally accepted Lord Caitanya and his mission, and they would listen to him. And it says, and you can read in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it says, a disciple of Prakrishananda Saraswati, who was almost as intelligent and as his guru, said, what Lord Caitanya presents is really conclusive understanding of the truth, the absolute truth. He is so conclusive, and we hear things that we don't understand very well, but we listen for simply the same reason that you mentioned. We listen to him even though we don't understand everything perfectly. We listen because it gives us a better happiness than our speculating on Brahman. Or whatever, speculating on Vaishnavism, you can insert in there. Speculating on Christ even. Speculating on philosophy. Speculating on anything material. Because the happiness of a devotee, if you're lucky, you hear from them, and if you pick up that happiness, that's it, man. You just go on cultivating that. Don't let that one go, man. And watch your happiness increase more and more and more to the point where you become clear and conclusively clear about what is really, really real. And you start to taste a higher happiness that's not available just anywhere else. You have to find the real line of a really empowered representative of the transcendental Lord. And they're rare. In Christianity, it's maybe you can find some, but there's still their lack of conclusiveness there. There's some spirit there. Some ecstatic devotees are there, but they're not really clear. Not like this. This is rare. And you're lucky if you feel happy here. Just keep on listening, keep on coming, and you're going to see something. I guarantee you, if you're like that now, you're going to get something that's not attainable just in any lifetime. Something very, very special. And don't even let your guru deter you, even if you have to keep your mouth shut. Because, I've seen plenty of gurus get envious of people coming here and liking what we're doing. And then the disciple tells them, and then all of a sudden the guru comes really heavy on them, trying to stop them and all, and then all that stuff. So watch out. Your teaching is as fake as your background. Oh, I'm getting some people here. My teaching, okay, so what's fake about it? Tell me what's the real teaching. Okay, so Parachara Das, tell me what the real teaching is. I'm not afraid to, present your real teaching. What is the teaching that's fake that I'm presenting? What, that you got to go to a bona fide guru that has devotion, that's actually an empowered servant of the Lord? Is that a fake teaching there? I don't know. Does anybody agree that fake teaching is that? Isn't that basically what I've been speaking about? By regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam, by a purified devotee, one empowered by the transcendental Lord Krishna. What is fake about that teaching, Parachara Das? Maybe you're projecting your fakeness. To me, anything else but that is fake. This is in Prabhupada's book. What are you understanding about Prabhupada's book? What's fake about coming to a devotee that's empowered by Krishna? And proves it. Look how many people have ecstatic devotion here. What's fake about that? Oh, you think that's fake? Well, you're a non-believer. You don't believe in what's really real. Oh, I believe. I know this ecstatic devotion people are getting here. Lord Caitanya's amazing grace here is the most fantastic thing available around. And you consider it fake? You're a fake, man. You're just a fake out, man. You're an illusionist, man. You're easy. You put your thought, what you think is fake. Ecstatic devotion that's here is real. It's 1,000 times more real than your fake statement there, my friend. We won't go into that. I don't know if you're quite a friend yet. But actually, I'm glad you said that because it gives me an opportunity to preach. So what's fake about this teaching here? Tell me. So devotees, shut your mouth. I was talking to your teacher, to my teacher. Shut your mouth. I was talking to my teacher. What's he talking about, man? You know? Replying to Pardas, no, you were not talking to him. You were offending him. Oh, he's my student, he says. Oh, I'm not offended. I just straighten the guy out if he's willing to be straightened. Yeah, clarify. We're not afraid to hear. I want to hear what's true and what's fake, man. Tell me what's fake. What did I say that's fake? Okay. Hey, man, let's talk about what's going on here. Forget about what was going on in the past. I had my challenges. I had my this and that, and I had to go through stuff. But the essence of what I preach is real. But what about this teaching here? Did you hear it enough, or you just come on here, hey, he's fake teaching? Come on, you'd stop being an ignoramus, an ignorant person. What's fake about people getting ecstatic love? What's fake about people very happy here in their devotional service? What's fake about that? What's fake about these classes we give every day, 365 days a year without missing a beat? What's fake of people being inspired to follow Krishna, to give their lives to Krishna? What's fake about that? Tell me, Paradas. Let's see, you get your ass up here, my friend. Get your butt up here. Let me see what you look like. Do you have the courage to do that, or are you a fake? You a fake person? Huh? Get your butt up here. Here's the link. I'll put it again. Let's see you. Let's go face to face. Do you have the courage, or are you a coward? Get your ass up here, man. Let's see. Let me look you eye to eye. See how fake you are or not. There you go. There's the link. If you're a fake out, man. You're an illusionist. You're a coward. All you can do is spout stuff behind your typewriter. Come eye to eye here. And let me hear you say and explain what you see as fake. Okay, there you go. There's the link. Click it. People are like this. A lot of them, the cowards, they act really all this. Yeah, they're very easy for them to blaspheme, criticize. Yeah. But they won't stand. They have no backbone. Let's see if he has any backbone. I challenge you there. Yeah, we don't have to have a big discussion. Just come here. Let's look eye to eye. You tell me. It's like man to man. What is fake about this teaching here? I'd like to know what you think. You show me if it's fake. If it's fake, I give it up. Don't tell me about videos of the past. We're here and now, and I gave a long teaching here today. We're here hour and 30 minutes. Tell me about my fake teaching today. He's a coward. He won't come. These dry persons, man. They're just ready to perish, man, you know. Just go follow Acharya Dave and get your shot. He's telling everybody, get the shot. It's very good for you. Go follow him. He's the real teacher, right? Go get your injection. Line up for that. Make sure you get your boosters too. Par wants me to go back to my wife. Let it be. Yeah, I don't see him coming up here. Huh? Okay, Mr. Well, looks like you just can't do it, man. I don't blame you, man. If I would spout out things like that, I would probably be in fear also, man. Yeah, they can't show. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe he'll come up there. Yeah, I'm just trying to get your false ego to get your, up here. Come up here. Let's see you, what you look like and how you present yourself. I mean, I do this every day, 360. People, what you see is what you get, man. What you hear is what you get. That's what we do. That's fake to you? Huh. We talk about bhakti, people get bhakti here. So yeah, let's hear what you got to say. See, nowhere to be seen. Yeah, am I calling people names or are I just calling their name? I just say, hey man, look what he's doing. What Acharya Dave? He gets right up publicly. What, he shouldn't be responsible for his public stand? He gets right up there publicly and tells everybody to go get their injection. I heard it. Said it was very good. What? Did say what he actually did? That's what he did. If you agree with that, well, you agree with illusions, man. That's a depopulation shot, man. Where you're going to get sick. There's going to be, especially when you take some of the, anyway, I don't want to go into that here. Do your own research, man. If you have a brain left, that's all, that's all I say. And research doesn't mean listen to your doctor and the mainstream media. That's not research, that's programming. If you don't know that by now, then you don't know Maya very well. Okay, so I think that's good. Okay, we gave Para a good enough chance. He's not coming forward. So we'll play the song, and I'm going to go because it's enough now, my voice and everything. And let's see Karuna dance here a little bit. There you
go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo.
Yeah, got to have some excitement here, huh? Yeah, there's got to be excitement, thrilling, drama, intensity, comedy. How else can I do these classes You would be bored if I just come here and be. This is Fanny's song, dedicated to Fanny.
He has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his friend Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
He was talking about Gohari, me.
All you have to do is stay to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart. Take it with you when you part. Haribo.
There's Paradas. He appeared. Hey, Terry, welcome. The hippie girl. She's a hippie. I'm a hippie at heart, too. Oh, here, let me get my peace sign.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo,
Haribo.
Yashamati Nandana, Brajaparana, Haribo, Haribo. Jehovah Adonai, Yahweh Jesus Christ, Haribo, Haribo.
Yeah, a lot of people are miserable. Well, we're here to do something about that. If they want, come here and chant and be happy like us.
Haribo, Al-Rahim, Al-Malik, Al-Muhaymin, As-Salam, Haribo.
Okay, Karuna's going to get a little weird now. We got to just...
Haribo, Rav Heshad El Shadeh, Eloi HaElohim, Haribo, 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 Haribo.
And this is for Terry. We'll do a short one here. Terry's, she loves Jesus. So this is for Terry. Jesus is our superstar. Jesus Christ, superstar. Hare Krishna. I'll even chant a little bit of Christ Krishna today. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Jesus, 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Jesus, Krishna, Krishna, Jesus, Jesus, Krishna, Jesus, Jesus, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Jesus, Jesus, superstar. You're our star, man. Thank you for coming to this planet and giving your mercy. Thank you for saving me, Lord Jesus. You saved me. You gave me new life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jesus, you're my superstar. Jesus, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Krishna, Lord Caitanya, Prabhupada. Thank you for bringing the holy name, increasing our understanding of the kingdom of God. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Gauranga, Jesus, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Jesus, 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 woo! Jesus, 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 Krishna, Gauranga, Prabhupada, Haridas, Gauranga, Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Gauranga Nityananda, Hare Krishna. Thank you all the devotees for all the color you add. Thank you, Paradas, for you coming in there and adding some color to our drama here. our devotional drama. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming here and participating. Thank you, Nimai, for adding your color. Just think of this like a painting, man. Every day we have some kind of paint that we throw onto the canvas here and just make it all work. We make it all work. You ever see painters, they throw stuff and it becomes a wonderful painting. So everything, we throw the paradas, like we throw that on the canvas there. Oh, yes. We have a spot for that. All right, guys, are you ready? Are you charged up? Have you heard enough fake preaching, man? Well, I'm already ready for more. I just got to rest the breath a little bit, and we'll come back with some more fake outs, man. We're going to fake Maya out, man. We're going to fake Maya out. That's what we do, man. Fake her out, man. Paradas, yes, some more of your fake tears. Yeah. I'm gonna bring more fake tears just for you, Paradas. I'm gonna just pour it on, man. Turn it on. Turn on the faucet. My Lord would turn it on just for you to see and stew and get more mad. Whatever comes out, it's perfect, man. I got the order, man. Just pour on those tears, man. Pour them out, man. And let Paradas see them, those guys, man. Then Krishna will wake you up. Hey, Terry, thank you very much. So we'll see you. Come anytime you want, or watch the replays. They're fun, chant with us. We have a good time here. Our devotional community is growing. We got like usually 20, 30 people watching lives. Well, not 30 yet. That's a little bit. 20, 25. It's a little hard to take the preaching here, Go hard. It's got a lot of vinegar. Got a lot of vinegar still, You kind of, yeah. Hey, Gabriel, welcome. Thank you for coming. You can watch the replay if you missed it. I've been coming, but you miss my Haribo. Oh, really? It might be I don't see you. See, sometimes it doesn't always show the persons. Or maybe you come to the replay or something. I don't know. Maybe that's happening. But anyway, it's good that you're coming. Thank you for coming. And yeah. Okay. So Hare Krishna, everybody. I'll see you later, huh? Have a great day. See you, Karuna.